There we are. I guess that's 7 o'clock. Good morning. Happy weekend. This morning's topic, it's been suggested to do the topic surrender. To be honest, I wanted to reject that idea outright because I am struggling with that topic right now. Surrender, to accept what is and flow with what is as everything is being perfect just the way it is. And okay, well, we're going to try and do this topic just so you know, and I'm struggling with it too. But let's see what happens. Maybe we can shift something here. So for the next 30 minutes, please find yourself a place to sit or lie down where you cannot be disturbed, and we're going to close our eyes, get comfortable. And I want you to start by taking slow, deep breaths. And I want you to fill up all of your lungs, the front, the back, your abdomen, your kidneys, your whole being with the breath of life. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go physically. All your cares and worries, just let them drop away with each subsequent breath. So feel yourself sink into the earth. Feel the ever-loving present support of Pachamama. Now I want you to take your attention and put them on your feet. We're going to pay attention to our bodies very closely right now. And we're going to actually ask our feet, because we can have discussions with our body parts and honor them that way. Ask our feet to just relax right now, to let go, release. And then focus your attention on your ankles. It's where attention goes, energy flows. That is the power of attention. So we're going to put our attention now on our calves and our shins and our knees. We're going to ask them to relax. And our upper legs, our hips, our buttocks, our pelvic area. Just ask them to let go now. Sink into the ground. Put our focus on our inner organs, our lower back, our entire spine, upper back, chest, breast, ribs. And just feel everything release into relaxation. Our shoulders are weighted down in the most comfortable position, bearing no weight at all on them. Arms, forearms, hands and fingers are loose. Our neck is supple, also bearing no weight. And we move our attention to the skin on our scalp and on our face. I want you to notice any tension being held there. It's a tricky, hidey spot for tension. And I want you to just feel that skin relax and open and release. Just become loose. And now focus on your jaw. I want you to feel the unhinging. I want you to feel the opening. I want you to ask your jaw to relax now, that it's okay and it's safe. Just relax. And then focus on your eyelids and ask them to soften a few more degrees. Just notice how soft they are. Go into your head. Ask your right brain to relax. Then ask your left brain to relax. And now I want you to address your mind. I want you to talk to your mind right now. I want you to thank your mind. Tell it how much you appreciate everything it does for you all the time. And then I want you to ask your mind if it would be okay if it had a seat on the couch for this session. And just sat back and chillaxed for a while. Maybe let the heart steer the bus. And stay present. We appreciate its counsel, but we're just going to give it a little bit of a vacation. So I want you to step back from yourself now. I want you to observe your thoughts as if you are on the ground and you are watching your thoughts as clouds going by in the sky. A brisk day, and they're just kind of whizzing by. And I want you to notice them. Hey, there's that thought again. And oh, look, I'm thinking about that again. Just notice them, but let them go. Don't get engaged with wherever the thought is trying to take you. Just let those be, let them pass by. And I want you to take stock now that you are on the outside observing your thoughts. Therefore, you are not your thoughts. You are something much, much more vast, much greater, much deeper. And I think that's just an important distinction to know that we are not our thoughts. And now I want you to imagine an avatar of yourself in your head, a little visual mini-me of yourself. And I want you to imagine taking a beautiful spiral wooden staircase down from your head into your chest in front of your heart. And as you go down the steps, I want you to viscerally experience it. I want you to feel the warm grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. I want you to hear the soft padding of your bare feet touching down on each step. I want you to feel a buoyant gliding sensation as you make your way down and step onto the platform in front of your heart. And I want you to take a look at what you see there in front of your heart. Is there a gate or a wall that's been built? Maybe some locks? And I want you to understand that that is normal. And we all have these kind of barriers and shields from old hurts and wounds, and some more than others. But for now, I just want you to understand that you have an all-time, all-access backstage pass because this is your heart. You have safe passage all the time. So I want you to imagine now those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open, maybe a bridge appears over the moat that's been built, and you approach the door to your heart and it cracks open, and brilliant, brilliant sun yellow rays of light come pouring through. And you open the door and enter into your heart and are completely bathed in this beautiful, beautiful, loving light. And I want you to look around and recognize that you are in the most beautiful, safe place you could imagine or have ever been to. And I want you to experience for a moment what this is for you. Put as much detail and feeling into it as you can. What time of day is it? Is the sun out? Can you feel it, the warmth of it on your skin? Is there a cool breeze going by your cheek? What's underneath you? Are you bathing in the water? Are you feeling the earth and the grass underneath your hands and feet? Are you surrounded by forest? Are you at the mountaintop? Are you in your backyard, in your bathtub? Who is with you? What do you hear? Do you hear bird song? What do you see? What are the colors? What do you taste? And then finally, what do you feel in this place, this most beautiful, peaceful place that you've ever seen or can imagine? You feel secure, you feel completely fulfilled. Do you feel joyous, laughing? Do you feel love, excitement, anticipation, peace? What is it for you? And then I want you to just know that you can come back to this place. It's eternally there for you all the time, at any time you need or want to. And you can be in touch with those feelings anytime you need or want them. And now I want you to imagine that the light surrounding you is becoming more intense. It seems to be blotting everything out, and all of a sudden it actually lifts you up. You're floating in the air, you're cradled by this light. I want you to look down at your hands and see that all the cells in your body have disassociated into brilliant, brilliant white points of light or colored points of light. We all have our unique flavor and color. So envision that as you see fit. But feel like you are energy now. What you're doing is shifting your perception to your energy body. And see yourself as these layers of light energy, cocooning, cocoon of layers. And I want you to look around and see that everything and everyone around you is also comprised of energy. And see that our energy outer fields are always overlapping, always joined, always communicating, sharing. And then you realize that we're not separate. We're always in communion. And then I want you to look up and see a great ribbon of light, most indescribably beautiful thing you've ever witnessed. And the immensity of it. It is the flow of the cosmos, the light of higher consciousness. And I want you to imagine your light cloud merging with that flow. And with that merging comes surrender. And it's totally safe to surrender. And you will feel this to this flow and let yourself become part of this flow. You can come out of it again. But for now, I just want you to feel that beautiful light of everyone and everything in the universe. That big, great cosmic flow. And you feel safe. You feel like you're home. And you feel bliss and love. You can see these are the higher vibrational frequencies that exist up here. And I want you to experience the comprehension, the knowing that you have at your disposal the wisdom and knowledge of the universe. And there's great power in that. And so with that power comes miracles and spontaneous healings and our ability to create. And so let's create a reality where we explore what a world with surrender would look like. And so I want you to imagine you going about your day tomorrow and living your perfect life, creating a reality of your perfect life. What do you feel when you get up in the morning? Are you in love with life? Are you excited for what the day might bring and for what you might bring to it? Are your bodies healthy and vibrant, gliding gracefully along? A lack of tension, a lack of pain, a lack of any kind of illness or suffering, because our immune systems and our bodies are so efficient, naturally doing what they do. And we know how to support them. We know how to take care of them. Then I want you to imagine, let's say you're at breakfast and you're with your family at the table, and you're seeing your family members just as healthy and vibrant, in love with life. How does that feel for you? Does joy open your heart up? Does gratitude make your heart swell? You feel secure and grounded, knowing that abundance for you and your family is ever present and not anything to be concerned about. I want you to explore surrender in this situation. And surrender, I think, is tied very closely to trust and faith. And I want you to imagine that you're living in a world where you, your family, your friends are awake, conscious, comprehending that they are all part of the same whole. Then I want you to extend that out to your community, your country, your government, the entire world of people, awakened, aware, fully conscious, operating all on the principles of consciousness. All operating under the surety that we are all one being, and therefore cooperating and behaving and giving in this world, respectively. So you can surrender your worry, you can surrender your fear, because the trust and faith that you are rooted in and now supported in the knowing that others are awake and conscious, is your rock. It is your root. It is your base. And with that surrender is a door to freedom. The freedom to trust, the freedom to have faith. And I want to explore what that would mean to live in this beautiful world where systems are working and everybody's contributing to each other, to themselves, and to our earth, to Mother Earth, who constantly loves and supports us all the time. Imagine a world that we've cleaned up. Imagine a world where systems are in place that nobody gets left behind. Imagine a world where people are elevated up out of their survival mode needs, because abundance is plenty and health is the norm. And all that time and resources can be spent exploring the potential of our humanity, of our species, and solving problems and developing systems to work in harmony with the earth and each other. So I want to explore what it would feel like to surrender. Put yourself in your shoes as if it's already happened and you are living in this world. And in this world, there are ups and downs. It's still a human world. So I want you to imagine with this root of higher consciousness and the trust and faith that we are all awakened in this way, having that faith, that root of trust to know that when bumps come along and we have the downs that go with the ups, that we can trust and surrender and flow with those times and learn from them and find the teachings within them. I'm trying to imagine myself being able to surrender in that way. And I do feel a sense of relief. And I feel a sense of unconditional love and support behind me and underneath me and within me. And it's a kind of a warm sensation. And it's mixed in with gratitude, and it's mixed in with trust and faith. And I think it stems from the support, from that cosmic flow of the universe, that light that we all are, that deep, deep knowing that whatever comes to pass, we will return to our true form of light. Because energy can't really be destroyed. Energy shifts from one manifestation to another: matter, energy, light, sound. But energy never actually is destroyed. It's just transformed. And so I think surrender can come more easily when we can stay connected to that truth, to know that all will be well, all is well, and all will be well. So I want you to imagine your life right now, that perfect reality that we've just intended. What does it look like for you? I want you to attach the feelings to it. And I want you to explore what that surrender would look like to you. It can be about the simple things in life. It can be about the grand things in life. Whatever it is to you right now is all good. So I'm envisioning a scenario where my scheduled day has been upset by let's take the other day, for instance. I'll reach into the past to help me visualize what it could be. And so my schedule was disrupted by forces, outside forces, and their scenario. And I'm going to envision that scenario in the future, and then envision it with me surrendering to it and flowing with it and making the adjustments, and not letting the friction throw me off balance. Just going with the flow of it, and maybe finding the ways in which my day ended up being better because of that disruption. So I'm imagining myself just surrendering easily to the scenario. And I'm seeing myself flowing with it without great upset. And I'm finding opportunities to make use of my shifted around schedule that wouldn't have been there otherwise. And I see myself at the end of the day going to bed, having a look at my day and just being pleased at what I was able to accomplish from it. And I was able to do that by surrendering to what was and accepting. And so I'm going to bed with a feeling of satisfaction and of peace. I'm able to let go and go to sleep. And that's a pretty powerful feeling for me. So I'm going to stick with that. And I want you to take that intention you have of your perfect life in your perfect world that you have for tomorrow and walk in your tomorrow day's shoes. I want you to feel like it has already happened. How is it real to you in your emotions? I want you to feel what it would be like to walk in your shoes in this perfect life, in this perfect world. Would you feel ecstatic, in love with life, excited to go about and pursue what your passions are? Would you feel secure and fulfilled, seeing that the abundance available to you and your family, to see their robust health and vitality and happiness, to hear the laughter of your children? Does your heart swell in gratitude for the clean water and clean natural food that you have available to you, and the freedom to move about and breathe the air as we were meant to, the freedom to be together, to sing in harmony, to dance and celebrate life together as we are designed to touch and love and share? How warm do you feel inside? How at peace do you feel? How secure? That wonderful, wonderful sense of belonging to a greater whole that we are. And gratitude, such deep gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so appreciative of every moment I get to spend in this beautiful existence, on this beautiful planet. So I want you to imagine your intention now and how you feel in your intention as a ball of energy in your center, your heart, your solar plexus, your dantian. Just grow that energy ball right now of intention and wrap it in those beautiful higher elevation emotions, the higher frequency resonances. And we're going to take an inhale, and when we exhale, we're going to bring that energy into being, into reality, in the generous present moment, into the world right now. And I imagine it. You can imagine it how you wish. You want to follow along with what I see, I feel, as if that intention goes supernova in my center, and the rings of energy come out from around me and encircle the whole world. So ready? Let's take that intention, build it up. That feels wonderful. So together we have the power to create a new reality, that one that we want. It is done. So say we all. So I want you to wiggle out your fingers and toes right now. Maybe shift your body around a little bit. Move your head from side to side. Open your eyes. Come back into your body. Come back into the room. I want to thank you for joining me on that experimental journey today. And whether you're doing it live or whether you're doing the recorded version, it is all contributing to shaping and creating a new reality that we want for ourselves. So have a wonderful day. We'll see you at 7 p.m. if you want to join in for the shorter version, and every day at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Enjoy your Saturday.